learned that one of the biggest problems facing our water supply, our irrigation systems, and our wildlife habitat along rivers is sedimentation, where soil washes off the land into the water and accumulates and fills up the lakes, so there's less water supply and less place for fish and wildlife to live. So I became very much interested in finding a way to get the sediment out of the lakes and rivers and do something with it. Lieutenant Governor Quinn found some funding which allowed us to move sediment from Peoria to Chicago for this U.S. Steel site project. We did that in 2004. After it comes out of the lake and is dumped on the field, the mud has a very thick consistency. We bring it up in barge loads. It's taken off the river by a clamshell bucket, which takes a big bite. We put it into trucks, we haul it over to the site, and then we spread it out thin, let it dry for a few weeks. So we take a bulldozer and push it up into piles, and we get anywhere from 2 to 3 feet of soil on this steel mill slag.
That's what we call really nice soil structure.
Dr. Robert Darmody is a University of Illinois pedologist, and he's worked with me on this project for over 10 years now. He basically does the soil end of it. I do a lot of the logistics and organizational things, but he understands how the soil forms after it comes out of the river.
It's a very fertile soil, forms very nice soil structure. As you can see from the fine roots in here, plants are growing well on this. And this is about as good as topsoil gets in Illinois.
All right. That's 46.
46 inches right here. And then the fence, then this is the high point. You might make a note of that.
If all goes well, we're going to start moving mud from Peoria back up here to Chicago in the spring of 2012. That depends on a few agreements and things and some bureaucracy being done, but looks like we're going to be moving mud next spring again. That'll be the third movement. We did some in 2004 and 2007. And like we said before, the soil that was here before from the same area of the lake is doing very well as soil. So we should expect to see probably 100 or more barge loads up here next summer. The part we're standing on now, the 100 acres of this will become a city park with the Chicago Park District. The other 400 acres will be residential, commercial, possibly some industrial. My hope is that some of the natural values are maintained. This is adding a whole mile to the Chicago publicly owned lakefront. And this is an important place for migratory birds, for monarch butterflies, and a host of other critters. And I hope they leave some of this to wildlife, plants, as well as the public access and recreation.